Hello students, so if you have watched the first part of formulas and functions in MS Excel, by now you must be knowing the basics of Excel, how to use formulas, how to use functions, how to use ranges in your formulas and functions, then types of formulas, and how to give customized names to your ranges and use them in your formula. So all these things I have taught you in the first part. In this part we are going to learn about different types of referencing, which is the most important topic of this chapter, that is formulas and functions. The cell address which we use in the formula is known as the cell reference. So the cell reference is nothing but the other name given to cell address. For example, if A1 I take, then A denotes column A here and 1 denotes the row number here. So with references we can use the data from different parts of the worksheet or different sheets of the same workbook. Mainly there are three types of cell references: relative reference, absolute reference and mixed reference. Now let's discuss them one by one. The first one is relative reference. What is relative reference? When we create a formula, reference to a cell or ranges are usually based on the position relative to the cell. So when we copy or move the formula to other cells, the reference to the cell automatically gets changed. Say for example, the formula in A3 is equal to A1 plus A2. When we copy this formula to B3, then instead of A1 and A2, automatically B1 and B2 will be appearing. This means that the cell reference gets automatically updated when we are copying one formula from one cell to another. This type of referencing is called relative referencing. Now let's discuss relative referencing with the help of an example. Say here you can see in this table we have used a formula in the cell B8 for the sum of the above values. And when we copy this formula to cell C8, then automatically the reference will get changed from C2 to C7 in place of B2 to B7. So this is how we use relative referencing in Excel. Second type of referencing is absolute referencing. In case of relative referencing, the reference gets changed with the copy of formula, but it is the reverse case in absolute reference. Here we make the formula reference fixed by adding a $sign prefixed to the name of the column and the number of the row. So absolute reference is used where we do not want to change the address of the cell while copying the formula to another cell. To use absolute reference in the cell, we need to add $sign before the column and row numbers. Remember, we have to put the $sign before both the things, that is the column and the row numbers. So $A, $1 plus $A, $2, like this. Let's see this with the help of an example. The same table we are taking here, instead of copying the formula exactly same here, in D2 I am typing equal to B2 into $E, $11. So what does that mean? That means B2 we can change its value, but E11 will remain fixed in the formula wherever you copy the formula. So equal to B2 into $E, $11 means B2 is a relative reference, so B2 can be converted into B3, B4 like this, but $E, $11, that is cell E11's value will remain fixed or reference will remain fixed here. Third type of referencing is mixed referencing. It is the combination of relative and absolute reference. In this type of reference, either row or column has to remain fixed. Say for example, $A1 plus $2. So here a column is made fixed by adding $, but the row can change. And in second case, the column can change but the row is fixed. So either a row or a column is made fixed here. Such type of referencing is known as mixed referencing. Now let's see mixed referencing with the help of an example. The same table we are considering here, in cell E2 we have typed equal to $C2 minus E $12. So here $C2 means C, that is the column will remain same or fixed here, and when we copy the formula from top to bottom, C2 will get changed to C3, C4, C5, C6 like this. So C will be fixed but 2 can change. Same way in $12, E can become FGH like this, but $12 will remain fixed throughout. There is another feature which Excel provides, that is sheet referencing. In case of sheet referencing, we can use the cell reference of one cell present in one sheet in another sheet. So let's see how. We can use the cell reference of one worksheet in another worksheet, and this can be done in two ways. First way is using copy paste option, and second way is using sheet reference option. So using copy paste option is quite easy. We just copy the formula from the first cell and in the first whichever sheet it is present, and we will open the new sheet. We will click on the desired location, we will paste it. We can either use the shortcuts like Ctrl+C for copy and Ctrl+V for paste, and our formula will get copied and pasted from one sheet to another sheet. Now another way of using the same formula in different sheets is by using sheet referencing. Now this is very important topic again, using sheet reference in Excel. So in the picture here you can see we use sheet number, exclamation mark and cell address for sheet referencing. So here in the total salary, that is column C, the formula is written equal to B2 plus sheet 1 exclamation D2. So this means here that we are using the cell D2 from sheet 1 in sheet 2. So current sheet is sheet 2 and we are referencing the cell D2 from sheet 1. So this will be represented by sheet name, exclamation mark and then the cell address. While using formulas and functions in Excel or doing any sort of calculations or typing work in Excel, we come across some mistakes we commit, and they are known as formula errors. In Microsoft Excel, if any formula is entered incorrectly, then Excel displays an error message instead of the value and assists you in identifying and fixing that problem. Some of the common errors are listed below: hash error, hash name error, hash value error, hash divide by 0 exclamation error, hash ref exclamation error. Now let's see what all these error means. The hash error appears when the column width is less than the data we are trying to type into it. So if the column width is less and we type some long text in it, then the hash error will appear, which will go away just by increasing the width of the column. Then we have the error hash name error. It appears if the formula is used incorrectly. Say for example, if the formula name is sum and I type SUN or SON in place of SUM, then the name error will appear. The hash value error appears if the formula contains invalid data. The data provided in the formula is wrong. In that case, the hash value will appear. Say instead of number, we have entered some text there, then the hash value error will appear. Then hash divide by 0 error. This appears when we try to divide any number by 0, because that is infinite and Excel will not accept it. Then the last error is hash reference exclamation. In this case, if you are typing some reference in a formula, but that reference cell is completely empty, there is no data in that reference cell, in that case hash ref exclamation error will appear. So these are few basic errors in Excel which we have to take care of and avoid.